Good day. 2025 ice fishing season is coming. I made some modifications to the ice sled. Things that I didn't like, I changed. Didn't like the hole positions. When I put my cod in, just was covering up holes. So I moved the holes. That way I don't have any holes. When it's folded, I can just drive a four-wheeler on. The gear sits on there a lot better for riding across the lake. I had problems, the gear wouldn't sit nice on there before with the holes in the way. And I added some poles for the walls of the tent so they don't collapse when I'm moving around and not have to stake it to the ice. My poles are just some 1-inch tube stock welded onto the frame, and some 3/4 inch tube welded to some 1/2-inch conduit. It just slides right in there. It's a sloppy fit. I don't want to have to fight snow and ice trying to get it out. One on each center of the sled. Just pull them out. We'll store them in the bag with the tent. Here's my new floor configuration. I just went 4 straight across because I did get a live scope. I can watch all 4 holes. And the whole right side of the shack has nothing, so you can have a cot there. You have enough room on the left side to get our heaters, a little table. We're going to see how that works out. I fished in this configuration a few times last year without the floor, so I think I'm going to like that. Well, we were making a new floor. I decided to go with white tiles. That'll just make it so much brighter in there, easier to tie knots. Ice camping in the wintertime, that sun goes down, it gets dark out there. So that should help brighten up the shack so we don't have to have as many lights running. I did make a change to the padded floor there, so it comes all the way out to the edge, just to make it a little easier on the tent fabric. And by doing so, I just had to make these an extra 1/2 inch longer. Another upgrade I made for the year is I'm going to give the diesel heater a try in the ice shack. I do use a diesel heater in my enclosed trailer for hunting season, and that seems to work pretty well. I just have 3/4 inch board sandwiched between 2 pieces of 1/4 inch plywood screwed together, and have a through the whole diesel heater adapter on there. This skirt just goes in there, and then we'll strap that down. This is what the diesel heater exhaust port looks like on the outside once it's installed. I'm sure there's going to be some questions on sizes on that. I think I got her it's about 22 inches long, about, let's see, about 7 inches high, and the top is about 4.5 inches, and I got about 16 inches for the inside insert. Inside insert is just this shape here, and at some point we'll probably just poke a hole through the tent, but we're not going to do that until we decide if we like the diesel heater in here. Here's a hot tip. The diesel smells pretty bad. I don't want to dump that down inside the suitcase when I'm refilling the diesel heater. So I just take a stretchy garbage bag, poke a hole in it, stretch that around the gas tank, and if I dribble any, it goes on the plastic instead of down inside there. If it goes down inside there, you have a rough time cleaning that out, and you're going to have to smell it. Well, for the diesel heater, I just slapped together some scrap wood to get the exhaust up to the same height as the outlet. I kind of put blocks in there so it can't shift on there. It's got little feet that just fit right on that sled. Just slide that into place and tighten down your clamps. Wall tie downs just go on there like that, and then I have the strap going down here to the center hold down for the tent. That just wraps around there and you pull her tight, and I'm hoping it'll be good. Another upgrade I made, I moved my tow bar from just pulling on the main sled, made some brackets so it can hook up in the center of the sled when it's open. We'll see how it pulls like that. I got my power supply here. Got a Blue Eddy HC180. Now I am lucky enough that I can get this to run the diesel heater off the DC. A lot of people have problems with that. All depends on your heater. I got 100% charge on the battery. It says on the outside here I should have 1,152 watt hours. So we'll start up this diesel heater and let's run her through the night and see what we have in the morning. Morning, everyone. 6:20 in the morning. 12 hours later, we ran a DVD through the television set we have up here in the corner. Ran the heater on low all night, and we're still at 54% on the battery. We're gonna plug in the solar panel today and see how long it takes to charge that up. It's a pretty clear day, so I'm hoping that we can get that topped off before nightfall and we'll be good for another day of fishing. Good morning. I was at about 55% this morning. I ran battery down to 50% and hooked up the solar panels. I started pulling power in about 8:15, so 3.5 hours to get it from 50% while running the heater and charging the fan. I have 200 watt solar panels hooked up to this. Hoping I can get away with only taking one. These are Harbor Freight panels. They are now discontinued, so I guess that's not going to help anyone. During the day, I should be able to run the diesel heater just off the solar. When the sun goes down, the battery should be topped off. I'm ready for another night of fishing. Got a pretty cloudy day. Barely getting enough to run the diesel heater on the lowest setting. I'll step outside and have a look in here, see what the sky looks like. Pretty cloudy sky today. have a hard time getting any power coming in with 200 watts of solar panels. That's just kind of a heads up for what kind of power you're going to get.